It's a trip, right? Because I put this poem together back in 2003. What inspired me to write the poem was the scrutiny and racism and just unjust situations on the workplace. I would come home every day and ponder about what I've been throughout the course of the day, throughout the course of the week, throughout the course of the month. A lot of negative energy that I have ingested based on the injustices. For those who don't quite understand my experience, don't take it personal. But I summed it up in a nutshell. And give me your analysis. It's called Political Prisoner. It's a trip to have to walk the city streets like a lion in the jungle. For the wicked that exists won't let one be humble. As we rumble from the stumble of plots they have mumbled. For we are hated, manipulated, and dominated like prisoners of war. When every time we walk out our door we see brutality, injustice, and the hunger of the poor. And why the poor won't get no more. For many are lost in the sauce, confused and abused of the news from the blues. Dwindling under the frustrations of the decisions made by the Trilateral Commission, with their ambition to place our nation into submission. With political strategy and genocide, they undermine, infiltrate, and exterminate a nation. Operation Eradication. As certain positions has brought about certain conditions, and certain conditions has brought about certain positions, as being faced with the plight of recession, still fighting colonial oppression, has brought great depression as my confession, as I question. Is life a bitch or just a trip as we become aware and hear the fear in the ear that's battling the deities of darkness? But yet the fact remains, the wicked may run but will not get by, for they can never hide from the eyes of the sky. So how can we trust this, a system of injustice, a world full of trouble and being run by the devil? Creating the illusion of confusion as we still stress in the mess of the cities, it sure ain't pretty. It's a little shh, what a pity. Watching the wicked conspire, addressing their attire, pointing the finger and pulling the trigger of hatred, is very malicious, suspicious, and vicious, turning out the world with such havoc and mischief. While the weak-minded and ignorant fall prey to the tactics of operation, manipulation, domination, breeding crooked brothers and twisted sisters to thieve and deceive the mind, keeping us blind and out of line, and hindering the unification of a nation. And yet the system says that what I say is unreasoning, less than profound, but the things I say ain't hard to see. Pick your head up, open your eyes, and look around. Remember I said I wrote this back in 2003. It's a trip to see after 2003 all this bullshit that still goes on, and how the powers of me, they keep devoling me for hearing the beat of the original song. For the truth don't sit well in the smell of hell, causing the wicked to rebel as they run and shun from the truth, biting and fighting to mislead the youth. Babylon, Babylon, beware, beware, for the kings of kings will soon be here. Like a thief by night he shall descend from heaven. Revelation 16:14. Countdown what? Countdown Armageddon.